All right, let's just jump right in because if you work anywhere near the internet, you've probably felt it, right? That little tremor under our feet. We're talking about Google search, and there are some really confusing and maybe even revolutionary changes coming. So today, we're going to try and get to the bottom of what's really going on with Google's new AI mode.
So this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Is Google search as we know it about to change? Like forever? And we're not talking about another algorithm update. We're talking a total rewrite of how we find things online. Turns out the answer you get really depends on which Googler you happen to ask.
And this is where things got interesting. It all started with a simple question on X. Someone asked if AI mode was going to become the default experience on Google. And Logan Kilpatrick, a lead product manager there, drops this bombshell of a reply. Just one word, soon, with a little smiley face. And of course, the SEO world just went into a complete meltdown.
But hold on. Almost immediately, another voice from Google, this time a VP named Robby Stein, jumps in to basically say, "Whoa, everyone, calm down." He tells us we wouldn't read too much into this. So you've got one guy saying it's coming soon and another saying it's no big deal. I mean, what are we supposed to believe? Okay, so to make sense of this, let's back up a step. What is this AI mode they're even talking about? Because I'll tell you, it's a lot more than just sticking a chatbot on the search results page. Here's the key thing you need to get. AI mode is built for the big questions. You're not going to use it to ask, what's the capital of France? It's for the meaty stuff. Like, hey, compare the pros and cons of hybrid versus electric cars for my family. It's for when you really need to explore something and you want the AI to do all that heavy lifting for you. And the tech behind it is actually pretty wild. There's this thing called a query fan-out technique. So get this. When you ask one single question, the AI is secretly running a whole bunch of other searches in the background, digging into subtopics, checking different sources, and then it pulls it all together into one big synthesized answer for you. It's not just text either. You can use your voice, you can use images, and you can ask follow-up questions like you're actually having a conversation. Okay, cool tech, right? But why does it matter? Why should you care? Especially if you're in marketing or you run a business, what's the big deal? Well, for one, look at this number. 180. That's how many countries and territories Google has already pushed this out to. This is not some small-scale test. It's a massive global rollout. So whether it becomes the default tomorrow or next year, it's already here, and it's happening now. That scale tells you everything you need to know about how serious Google is. Think about it. For literally decades, search has worked the same way. Google gives you a list of 10 blue links, and then it's your job to click, read, compare, and piece everything together. AI mode just completely flips that on its head. Now, the AI does all that work for you. This changes, it changes the entire relationship between you, Google, and the websites you visit.
And if you're trying to do this for a living, here's where you're probably pulling your hair out. How on earth do you track this stuff? I mean, how do you know if your content is even showing up in AI mode? The answer is, you don't. Not really. Right now, Google is just mixing all the AI data in with your normal search data in Search Console. It's a total black box, which makes it almost impossible to figure out what's working. So that brings us to the big, unavoidable question. With all this change, all this confusion, what do we do now? What's the game plan? The source material puts it pretty bluntly. If you do not adapt, you will die. Wow. I mean, that's intense, but it really nails the feeling, right? SEO itself isn't going away, but doing SEO the way you've always done it, that's what's going to make you irrelevant. The game is changing, and just standing on the sidelines is not going to cut it. So, what's the move? How do you stay in the game? It really boils down to 3 things. Number 1, you have to get in there and play with it yourself. Use these new tools. See how they think. Number 2, you've got to become an information sponge. Keep up with everything Google and other AI players are doing. And number 3, and this is maybe the most important, test everything. The old playbook might be useless, so you have to be constantly trying new stuff. But you know what? There's some really good news here. If you're an SEO, this is kind of what you were made for. Your whole job has always been about adapting. You've survived algorithm updates, new platforms, new user habits. You're basically a professional at figuring out change. This is just the next big puzzle to solve. So it all comes down to this. We know SEOs are built for this kind of change. The real question is, are you?